Saturday afternoon, just about 1 o'clock, May 18th. Gonna cruise around on YouTube just for a minute to see if anyone's live. Let's see, I got a cat meowing at me. Let me just refresh here. So, let's see. My friend Buddha of Destiny Namaste is live. I'm going to click in. She's monetized, so that means I got to wait for the... I try not to always skip through the ads. I think it might make a difference. I don't know for certain. Just going to leave a quick note. There we go. I'm going to leave her up and running just for a second. Well, I'm going to leave her up and running as long as she's on. I also have our friend UK Medic up and running. And I had Dagmai earlier. She did a live session. And I had Ivy earlier. I need to get back to Yankee Kyle. Get some watch hours for him. And speaking of watch hours, guys, I am 6 hours away from 3,000. I'm actually probably past 3,000 because this is showing data as of March 13th. So that's 5 days unaccounted for. So probably tomorrow or Monday, I can apply for that first level, that 3,000 monetizing for whatever that does. And then it's a big push. I hope to do it in a month by the end of spring, beginning of summer, to hit that 4,000. Our friend Dottie is here. Says, hi Eric, just popped in for a little while. Extremely, is that sad or is that frustrated? How are you, Dottie? How are you feeling? How are you and how are you feeling? Both. Dottie says, tired. Tired's not bad. Tired means you're recovering. That your body and your mind is saying, I need to get some rest so that I can build back stronger, be better day by day by day. So, plus you mentioned you're on, what was it, 5-day course of antibiotics? Antibiotics can really wipe you out. When you're done with the antibiotics, make sure that you get some probiotics in your diet. Kefir, some say kefir. I always said kefir, or yogurt, and you can get prebiotics, chewables. They're okay, but I wouldn't rely solely on them. You want to get it from food. Also, any kind of legume is going to help as well. You want pre and probiotics. Dottie says, I feel like have had all my energy taken from me. In a sense, actually, you have. So, and as we were saying, the antibiotics really wipe you out. Just across the board. They wipe out your energy. They wipe out your drive. as well as I was saying, the pre and probiotics. So the good thing is, what, 5 days, and then you um, will be over your infection, and you can start doing all the stuff to really, really aid with the healing. You can get in the good, high quality food, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, um, kefir, a little bit of yogurt, lots of legumes, lots of fresh greens, fresh fruit, uh, easy walking. And before you know it, you're going to be not just 100%, you're going to be a new percent. You're going to be stronger and more energetic than you've ever been before. I remember you mentioning that you were going to make some lifestyle changes. So um, this is the um, ever stronger, ever energetic, enter super immunized body, back stronger than ever. I have no doubt about that. You will be a few weeks time working on your van, getting out in nature, all your energy returned, and more so, because now you know the issues that were affecting you, and you make those changes that you were talking about, and as I said, better than ever. Let me know if you want to throw in a little bit of yoga. I can help you with that. If you want to throw in some meditation, which is great for energy, great as well as breath work. Just a little morning pre-routine. You wake up, you do some breath work, you get in a little bit of meditation, you do just a little bit of yoga, and then you get out for a walk, and you're good to go for the entire day. Dottie says, hope so, Eric. It would be okay. It would be. And it will happen. No doubt whatsoever. UK Medic says, stopping by to bring some enlightenment to all. Much appreciated. We've been waiting. I've been sitting here for, it's almost 10 minutes. I've been sitting here totally unenlightened, thinking, man, something's got to change. Someone's got to come in here. We're talking a little bit of health and well-being. Sometimes I think that we exclude the two. We think of health and we don't think of well-being. Well-being includes health, but it also includes our emotional state of mind, our psychological state of mind, our spiritual state of mind. Well-being is all-inclusive, and health seems to only be concerned with the body. And you can't separate them anymore. We know better now. Dottie says, just sub to UK Medic. You are both in the UK, as you might have guessed from UK Medic. And the fact that, at least to my American eyes, UK Medic types with a British accent. Our friend Brian Lane is here. Hello, everyone. Brian says, hey, Eric, how are you today? I'm doing good. Hey, how did Leo finish up? I was there for a while, but then had to step away. We had a burpee friend doing what's called the Holy Grail in the burpee community, and that is 1,000 burpees in a single go. Medic says, I did some breathing exercises earlier after chasing two guys, tried to break into my car. Needed oxygen after that. You needed oxygen after that. They probably needed to change their pants after that. they probably were pretty frightened having someone chase them down the street. And you mentioned you're a pretty big guy. Brian says I had to step away. I had to cut grass. Yeah, I had to step away too. Not to cut grass though. Medic says thank you to Dottie. He'll check back later. I just mentioned when I came in that I have another one of your live sessions up and running, Medic. I watched had a 4-hour one up earlier, and then I watched your air show, which is 10 minutes, and now I have another chilling with friends, 2 hours. Medic says, oh, he did have his 2-foot Maglite in his hand. Yeah. What did you say? You said you were 6'3"? Someone 6'3" with a 2-foot Maglite in the hand chasing me down the street. I would definitely need more than oxygen. Brian says, today I did 77 pump burpees, and every 5 sets did 5 drop squats in the warmer outside today. Yeah, it's just a little chilly for us today, and it's raining again. However, I did get several little clips of deer out in the rain. Absolutely love seeing deer anytime. Seeing deer in the rain just sort of seems like a gift for getting out there when it's raining. And I got a nice blue jay. I've been having a hard time. I mentioned to you before, Brian, I've been having a hard time getting a blue jay. They just don't sit still. But this one was a female blue jay, and she was hopping about in the grass. So that's a nice little shot. Brian says it was a nice 25 minutes of getting it in today. And Medic says, you must be a glutton for punishment watching my lives. Just consider me a true friend. You know, I get in front of the screen, I grip my teeth, squeeze my hands together, and, you know, I force my way through it. Daddy says, very impressive, your burpees, Brian. Brian's an impressive guy all the way around. Medic says 6'3", built like a rugby player. 6'3", built like a rugby player, and having a 2-foot long Maglite, and angry because someone was trying to break into your car. It's a bad combination for anyone who decided that was the car. I'm sure they immediately regretted that. Of all the cars we could have picked, and this is the one. Brian says, I got some from last year, Blue Jays. Yeah, I remember you posting some. They stayed just out of my reach. Every time I brought the camera up, they scampered away. I've been getting some really good ones of catbirds, and catbirds are one of my all-time favorite birds. I think they got some of the prettiest songs out there. This is time for spring migration. It's coming to an end. We had all kinds of different birds in the area, but we could hear them with the bird identifier. We just couldn't see them all. Amazing how you can be right under a tree and just not be able to find them. Brian says, I think tomorrow I would do a bench press to honor my dad's birthday. Happy birthday to your late dad, Brian. I got a bench press over 400 pounds, no steroids. Wow. So he continued working out after his playing days, after his football playing days. Um, Brian's father was a American football player. Medic says YouTube has broken again. Can't upload shorts, notifications a day late, subscriptions removed, and had to be resubscribed. Someone else mentioned things have been off. I don't know what's up with that. It just seems a weird thing. So I had just mentioned a little bit ago, 6 hours away, 6 watch hours away from 3,000. So, and I have 5 days. It's showing data as of May 13th. So 5 days unaccounted for. I imagine I'm over 3,000 and I'll start inching my way to the big 4,000. Daddy says I'm off to rest now. Speak to you all. Daddy, take care of yourself. Get lots of rest. Remember to replenish those prebiotics and probiotics. And I appreciate you being here. You're in my thoughts, my friend. Brian says yes, but he wasn't into training like I do calisthenics as much. Brian says up until he died, he still had like 21 charms. Wow, strong as an ape. Yappy D says hello. Yappy D. So this is a new. Who is Yappy D? I know we know him. My guess. I'm not sure I have a guess yet. What do you guys think? Medic says, I got arms like an ape. My knuckles drag on the floor. Let's see. Brian says I'll probably put a couple of pictures tomorrow on my community page. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm gonna guess. Okay, it's not a guess. I cheated. I clicked on the link on my laptop. We know that Yappy D is the artist formerly known as Flower. Medic, how long have you been retired for? I heard you mention in one of the lives that I was watching that you were retired, and I know you've mentioned it before. Yappy D is Flower's rap name. The notorious artist known as Yappy D. She thought she could fool everyone, but everyone can sense Flower. Her energy precedes her. Medic says, I retired in January. Okay, so not long at all. Awesome. How are you enjoying retirement so far? Yeah, PD says, I wanted to prank you. You look so confused. because I was new and I had a mod. How could you tell if it was my confused because of that, or am I confused because life simply baffles me? Look, I think my default mode expression is one of confusion. Medic says, hated it at first, but love being able to do my own thing now. I can understand that. I shut down my small business, training business, during COVID because two reasons. Well, COVID, I couldn't intermingle with people the way I used to, and as a caregiver for my father, I had to keep him safe, so I couldn't bring anyone to the house. I didn't want to go to anyone else's house, even wearing a mask and take a risk. My father was in his 90s, and he had congestive heart failure, although it hadn't hit him that hard yet. He was still able to get around up until his last 6 months. And then afterwards, because when my father passed away and COVID began to ease a bit, I just really didn't have the heart to start my business up again. I just felt after caring for my father and the whole shutdown, I just needed some time. Flower says both. The artist formerly known as Flower says both. Squirrel Sniper is here. So, in other words, saying I've been semi-retired, living off of some savings. Because of high taxes, so savings are quickly lessening. So, as I mentioned before, man, I only need to make a little bit on YouTube. Just enough. I'm not looking for riches. I'm not looking for, a major thing. But just enough. We'll see if I can do it or if I'll run out of savings. I'm committed right now to live my life as I posted on my channel or community page. And you were kind enough to comment on it. Medic, I appreciate that. Squirrel Sniper says, greetings, beautiful souls from across the pond and under the same skies. Greeting, my friend. Solana says, I lost my grand aunt from NCV. I'm sorry to hear that, Solana. It's definitely sad because, man, I remember my great aunts so well. The wisdom that they had from another time, another generation. Aunts are wonderful. I actually lost my last aunt not too long ago. But great aunts are just this trove of wisdom. So definitely sorry, my friend. Yappy says, back with the profile, but I have to wait 14 days for my name. What do you mean you have to wait 14 days for your name? To change your name back? Or are you gonna... What made you pick Yappy D? Brian says, sorry about your great aunt. Me too. For those... I was going to give away the secret. I guess I already have. Everyone should know. Everyone should know by now that Yappy D is our friend Flower. I think you guys would have figured that out soon. Solana says, substance but no swimming pools, movies for you. My aunt was 95 years old. She was from the World War II generation. My father was in World War II, right at the tail end. He dropped out of school when he was 17, joined the Navy. He was in the South Pacific on a mine sweep. Um, yeah, there's not many left. Not many left from that generation. Met Eric? We need more Erics. You know what? I've been saying that for years. No one ever believed me. This is like the accumulation of everything that I've ever wished for. More Erics in one spot. Yappy D says to change my name back. Yappy is pronounced Yappy, and D with a smiley face. D is a smiling face. So Yappy Smile? I like Yappy D. It makes you sound like a rapper. Yappy. Yappy. I think I'm going to stick with flower. Squirrel Sniper says, and we know it only takes 3 generations to change the historical narrative. Oh, hey. By the way, Squirrel Sniper, I got on my Kindle The Soul of the White Ant. So I'm going to dive into that later this afternoon. I was happy to find it on, I was going to get an actual copy, but I do have the actual copy on digital. Flower says, makes sense. Selina says, meant to say no Texas, no swimming pool. Sorry, no swimming pools, movie stars for you. Just say substantial living. Darn, I hit the send button before I'm done. That sums it up. I don't need no fancy swimming pools, no movie stars, no Texas tea. UK Medic says, yuppie. D is in the house, fights like a lion, not like a mouse. Squirrel Simple says, great, I will be interested in hearing your feedback. Yep, I'm looking forward to diving in. I've read the little description on Amazon. Man, it sounds amazing. And you made it sound amazing. Eric Point says, hello to the chat. Eric, how are you? IFNHU is here. How are you doing? Medic E. Med Eric. Medic E. I don't know which one I like better. Says hey to Eric L. There can never be. Flower says too many Erics here. There can never be too many Erics. And what if we were all cloned from one original Eric? Or what if we are descendants from the primordial Eric that exists within each and every one of us? FNHU says, did you get a chance to listen to Hank 3? I did. Good stuff. Man, amazing how much he sounds like his grandfather. It's like Hank Jr. locally doesn't even exist in the family, and it went straight from Hank the original to Hank the third. And poignant songs. Thunderstorms and Neon Lights, definitely my favorite. Selina says, tell me, do you think these are the weirdest times ever? He lived through a lot of times. I don't know. That's a good question. Pretty weird. I mean, where, you know, we came through the 60s. 80s were pretty weird. To me, the 70s sort of seemed like an extension of the 60s, just maybe less revolutionary. And maybe the music not quite as good. Depends how you look at it. I mean, the 70s gave us punk, and if you like disco, it gave us disco. But yeah, that was one of the big things with COVID was, you know, my dad survived, grew up dirt poor in Pennsylvania, survived the Depression. He survived the tail end of World War II on a minesweep in the Sea of Japan. He put himself through college, raised a family. I was determined he wasn't going to die. He wasn't going to go through all that and die of COVID, isolated from the people who loved him. Medic says, then there is Sonny, Eric's son. And with Eric's son. FNHU says, I agree. Man, it's like throwback country. It's the way country was and the way country should be. You got to have a little twang in your country. Nothing against Taylor Swift. I guess she's no longer considered country, but when she was sort of country-ish, at least in the present interpretation of what's country, she never had a twang. If you don't have twang, you're not doing country. The Banana Monkey says, hello, all of my banana minions. Huh. That is sad news for me. I had not thought of myself as a minion. I do like bananas. So I guess I got to accept it. And I guess if I have to be a minion, being a banana minion is probably the way to go. I'm assuming as a banana minion that I get all the bananas I can eat, because there has to be some perks. Has to be some perks. As a minion, I'm also assuming I'm supposed to do some evil deeds for you. I have no trouble with that as long as we're getting a supply of bananas, a steady stream of bananas, because evil doing really drains me of a lot of energy. And as a vegan, I need to replenish it, and bananas seem to be the best way. Which is another way of saying, welcome, Banana Monkey. Thanks for coming in. Eric Point says, hey there, UK Medic and Med Eric. Thought says, just watching Sunday and watching you on my phone. I appreciate that. Amy McFarland is here. Amy, how are you? I was watching a bit of you earlier today. Medic says now George Orwell's 1984 is becoming a reality. I think a little bit of Animal Farm thrown in as well. People are depending on our forgetfulness to allow things to keep happening over and over again. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. I get all kinds of banana emojis, as well as some monkey emojis. I'm making sure they're all monkeys. I would be highly disappointed if a chimp snuck in there. The banana monkey says, you are going to make me read that out loud, huh? Ooh, ooh, I know it didn't sound very monkey-like. That's the best I could do. Amy says hello to everyone. UK Medic says, in case you didn't get it, Sonny Erickson. Sonny Erickson. Eric's son. I think I got it. Sonny Erickson. Sonny Erickson. I'm trying to think if I said it faster. Selina says, I remember when Country and Wrestling was Haggard and Paisley. That wasn't a bad era. I don't think it was the best. I like the original Hank. I like George Jones. We might rightly say George Jones was the king of country. Squirrel Snapper says, the banana monkey, how do you open your bananas? We had to talk about that the other day. Are we as intelligent as the monkeys? It really makes more sense to do it that way, and yet I never do. Flower says, Minions are characters in a movie, and they love bananas. Well, we have Minions going all the way back to the times when they were necessary to carry out evil deeds. Those were the days. We just don't do evil deeds the way we used to. Medic says, be right back in need of food. Enjoy your meal, Medic. The Banana Monkey says, UK Medic, you can have some bananas. Awful kind. So, what is on the conversational agenda? Anyone have anything they want to throw out there to talk about? Anyone want some yoga talk? You can throw it out there. Selina, you almost always have a great yogic philosophical question to throw at me. I don't always have a great philosophical answer to those questions. Flower says, let me think. The Banana Monkey says, does anybody use a did? Banana, I mean. I don't know. Hey, Empress of the New Earth is here. Now, this is the second person that came in with a wrench who has changed her name. And I know who this one is right off the bat. I'll be curious to see if anyone else can guess. The Empress, that's such a fitting name for my friend. Happy Saturday chat. We got a monkey greeting from the banana monkey. I was this close to actually saying the monkey god. I don't know why. Let's see. Empress of the New Earth says, "Ha, it's me." Yep, I know exactly who it is, but I'm not sure. I'm waiting to see if anyone else guesses. Flower says, "Is it destiny?" It is not destiny, but I could see why you might think so. Empress of the New Earth is a very Dr. Destiny thing. Our friend Amy says to the banana monkey, "Please keep it clean." I appreciate that, and I agree 100%. This is a gathering of friends, all different types of people, and we take things lightly, but we also we cover some pretty deep subjects and offer each other some deep healing and appreciation and a space to relax and simply be without any pressure. Flower is still trying to think. The Empress says, "Hi, banana monkey." Squirrel Sniper says, "Never let what you feel make you forget what's real. Facts versus feeling. Don't let your emotions overpower your intelligence." This is true. Watch your emotions, see what they're telling you. They don't necessarily reflect reality. It's the famous Vedic example of the man walking down a path one day and seeing a snake and running away furiously, and then getting a torch and running back so he could, and a machete so that he can kill the snake and protect the village, only under the torchlight to discover that it was nothing more than a piece of rope. Emotionally, his response was that of a snake, but the reality was it was a rope. If we keep referring to reality, if we keep coming back to reality, we begin to see. True seeing, seeing with discernment. We had a good talk yesterday with Destiny on discernment. Flower says, "Have I met her before?" You have. Banana Monkey says, "Stud stuff." With an ooh ooh Flower says, "How old? How old are you, dude?" Emperor says, "I'm beyond grateful to be thought to be destiny." That is an honor, but not her, although I adore her. She has a place of the highest esteem in this community. Flower says, "Oh, that's a hint. Let me think." Hey, Flower, do you want a hint? It's asking if it's Miss K, if it's Queen. Squirrel Sniper says, "The banana monkey, it's all about respect." You get me? It is. You can have all the fun you want. All the fun you want. Laugh about whatever you want. As long as there's respect for each and every person that comes in here. every so often we have some pretty deep opening. Sometimes even some traumatic events happening. So it has to have that feeling that no matter what kind of fun we might be having, that in a moment, at a drop of a hat, everyone can sort of gather around and offer love and respect. Let's see. Spine says, by the way, I'm a female. When last I sat and never stand and aim. You mentioned on a comment that you were female. And the more I've gotten to know you here, the more that became more evident. When you first came in, I wasn't exactly sure, but through the last several weeks. The Empress says, a hint, I have known Eric for over 20 years. This is true. Amy says, Goldie. It's another good guess. I have not known Goldie that long, though. Goldie instantly became a cherished friend in like a single conversation, as did so many of you as well. I'll never, ever. She tried to explain it to me. Flower has tried to explain it to me. I'll never understand why she sort of accidentally came across me on YouTube and decided to click on it, and then decided to stay for several months. Mayhem, nope. Masha, all good guesses. The Banana Monkey says, want the riddle? I'm not much for riddles, to be honest with you. I mean, you're always free to put it out there, and maybe other people might. I just, for whatever reason, I don't think my mind works in a riddle type of thing. I'd be willing to bet or guess that someone like Squirrel Sniper is extremely good at riddles. Squirrel Sniper says, Empress of the New Earth, greetings. I see you are a light worker. She is indeed. Selena says, yes, I have 3 boys and am widowed. I'm sorry to hear that you're widowed, my friend. My oldest climbs and services cell towers. Is that right? Cell towers? I wear all the time. Yeah, I would imagine so. Our friend, Squirrel Sniper, climbs as well. He does trees because he does tree work. Empress says hi to Squirrel Sniper. Definitely. My friend. Squirrel Sniper says, the Banana Monkey, respect, like an answer to a question, and not a question as an answer. And Flowers still guessing. Who's a mod and female on here? Milka ain't a mod? Nope. Milka's away. She is in Atlanta, Georgia. Her brother's 50th birthday party. And it's a theme birthday party for, I think, 1920s. So everyone's like dressing as flappers and stuff like that. Empress says, okay, Eric, give the reveal. It is Empress Squirrel. It is our good friend Elise, who has indeed known me for over 20 years. We've been in the thick of it together. She has stood by me. The death of my mother, she stood by me when I was an inexperienced stepfather taking care of my stepdaughter when Mocha was doing a tour in the Air Force in Iraq. She stood by me in my divorce. She stood by me the death of my father. Never wavered. Not even once. Mocha says, nope, or Empress says, nope, the Empress is not the great squirrel sniper. There can only be one squirrel sniper. It's Elise. So I will read Banana's Monkey. If anyone wants to try to figure it out, that's fine. I am darkness in the morning and the night. I follow the sunflowers. They are my best friends. I am a killer and helping, but I am not a tech geek. Although I try to be kind, my dark whispers come out. Are we saying what am I or who am I? I like the fact that sunflowers are your best friend. I cannot even begin to guess who you are or what you are, what the riddle is. But I do like sunflowers are my best friend. Awesome flowers. Emperor says, my sister calls Eric her brother-in-law, which is nice. Laradox says, hey, I decided to come back for a few minutes. I appreciate that. How are you? So here's a question. Who has met Eric? Is that our friend UK Medic? We have many, many secret identities here. Flower says, Eric, guess who was the first like and first person? Who was it? Laradox says he's doing good. The Banana Monkey says, I will tell you the answer if you want. Sure. Laradox is feeling better. We got some emojis. I have to admit, guys, I did not speak fluent emoji. Squirrel Sniper says a B. You know, I knew. I don't think Squirrel Sniper can be stumped. The Empress says that she guessed B as well. Flower says, yeah, it was me. I didn't chat at all. Well, that's pretty awesome, Flower. The Mana Monkey says, I am the Watcher of the Night. Reborn as the Banana Monkey. How are you doing? Emperor says hi to Flower. Let's see. Laradox says, I could have my wrench back. I know it's not the biggest deal, but please, it means a lot. Laradox, let me think about it. I'd like to, I have to be honest. If it was just my call, and it is, I guess, in the end, just my call, um, I'm fine with it. But not everyone, as of yet, feels comfortable with it. Um, so I think when everyone starts feeling more comfortable, then definitely. So the answer is yes, you can have your wrench back. Can you have it back right now? And I'm going to have to hesitate and say maybe not yet. Uh, Narodak says, and I have to ask, what did I even do? Um, I think a lot of it was sort of some microaggression going on. Um, you called out Goldie, um, questioning her Christianity, and you played the um, "Is this is because I'm a Christian" card when there's quite a few Christians here. Um, and then I don't know. So it seems there's an awful lot of drama that could easily be avoided just by relaxing, not having an agenda when you come in. That no one needs to be converted. However, everyone has a whole lot of respect for you, um, and your beliefs, your religion, your faith. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's the path for all of us. So, Laradex, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take, if we're talking about faith, I'm going to take a leap of faith with you. Um, I'm going to go ahead and give you the wrench back. I'm going to trust you. And I'm going to hope that you don't abuse that trust and that you don't, um, and you don't make me regret it. And I really don't have a whole lot of regrets about anything. Um, so, yes, I'm going to give it back to you because honestly, I like you. You've been even though you want to convert me, which is fine because I know why you want to convert me. Um, and we disagree on some fundamental issues. I think you're a good person. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the wrench back. Let's see. So there we go. The Banana Monkey, formerly known as Night Watcher, formerly known as just a Night Watcher, doing burpees in his bedroom, says that he's still sad, but a bit happier. Hey, here's a thought. Being happy is wonderful. Being sad is part of life. Don't get caught up in either one. Don't believe. One second, Night Watcher. Amy says, got to go for now. Take care. Thank you for coming in, Amy. Very much appreciated spending some time here. And your company always, always adds to the conversation. Um, Happiness comes and goes. Sadness comes and goes. You are not the happiness. You are not the sadness. You are the witness to happiness, the witness to the sadness. And that state in and of itself is a pretty remarkable place to be. You're already that. You don't have to do anything to achieve that. You just need to recognize it. So when you're happy, be happy. When you're sad, be sad. But you don't need to um, give in to the dark call that you had. yesterday. And I'm glad you're here. Laradox says, well, I'm trying. I didn't show aggression, and whoever doesn't believe me, it's their problem. You know what, Laradox? I actually really like that answer. Because I do agree that it's all up to you. That you do what you do. And if you're really trying to be respectful on someone else's channel, I'm going to choose to believe you. Empress says, Eric, you're always fair. I try to be. You know what? Sometimes you simply can't be. Because, sometimes being fair doesn't benefit everyone. And sometimes you got to make that hard choice of who is it going to benefit. You got to always protect the most vulnerable. And that trumps fairness. Someone can say it's not fair taking care of this person more than another. Doesn't matter. It's what you do. You take care of the vulnerable. You take care of those who need it before. I guess it all depends on how we choose to view fairness. Banana Monkey says, give me a mod, Yogi. Squirrel Sniper says, Paradox, you can't go banning people, just comments if they are rude or with bad intentions. Exactly. It's actually, Paradox, when you come in here as a mod and you're participating in the conversation, as Squirrel Sniper was saying, you have a position of authority and power that you have to address responsibly. Paradox says, hold on, guys, I need to take care of something. I'll be back. The Banana Monkey says it needs to moderate. Paradox need to moderate the moderator. And his moods fluctuates and decreases. Like one moment I'm suicidal, on the other happy as a bee. Just try not to give too much weight to either one of them. When you have those suicidal feelings and tendency, you don't need to believe them. It's no more true than the happiness is true. Both of them are real when they're lasting, but that doesn't mean they're going to last. Imagine now you're feeling better, but imagine if you harmed yourself yesterday. Then you wouldn't have right now. Paradox, the Banana Monkey from way back. We're all friends here. He's Night Watcher on an alternate account. And we got some emojis. I'm not banning anyone. Flower says she was banning all of your, deleting all of your dirty chats. And actually, Monkey Banana, or Banana Monkey, um, you know better than that. As my friend, you know that we're a respectful channel to everyone. Even when things get contentious among us, it's still always about respect. Daroduck says, Banana, I just subscribed to your YouTube channel. Banana Monkey says, I have to go soon. Yep, we're going to shut things down for the afternoon. We'll be back this evening about 5 if anyone's around. And Daroduck says, and you're my friend, Yogi. I appreciate that. Which is why you got the wrench bag. Banana Monkey says, I wasn't genuine. I was trying to fool you into thinking I was someone else with those messages. Yeah, but even as a trick, you got to know the people that come here. And Flower, ever protective, ever kind, ever nice, says, I didn't want Yogi to say that's that while I was elating him with a heavy heart. I appreciate that, Flower. Daroduck says I might be safe. I will. Thank you, my friend. Squirrel Sniper says, have a wonderful rest of the day. I will, Squirrel Sniper, and in about 5 minutes, I'm going to go meditate, and then I'm going to make something to eat. And I'm going to have the soul of the white ant with me as my company. And we get some hearts from the Empress of the New Earth. Perfect name for our friend Elise. Hey, before anyone goes, as far as subscribing, we have some new content from our friend Elise. We have new content from the Empress of the North. Sorry. It is now, she is now an official content creator. And it's going to be growing. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like her videos. And give her full 100% support. Daroduck says, the world is a dangerous place. It can be. It can also be a very loving and kind place. And it can get even more so if everyone were to carry that message in their heart. Eric Point says, have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Eric. You too. Jesus is the light and the truth. Jesus is the light, and he is the truth for many. Without him, you are nothing. But again, it doesn't work that way for everyone. I always remind myself that before original sin, I stood in the light of original innocence, and that the garden is still there, and I can step within it at any time. Flower says, bye, Eric. Bye, Eric. Bye, Eric. For a second there, I thought you were singing, was it, who did that? Was it NSYNC? I don't remember. The boy, I'm not up on my boy bands. Daroduck says someday he'll come back. You see, Daroduck, so this is one of the things that we were talking about. That, you know, I personally, for me, I lean more towards the yogic and Buddhist way of thinking. I have great love and respect for Krishna, for Rama, for Shiva, but I don't approach you and say, Daroduck, Krishna is God. Krishna will cleanse you of your sins. Krishna will be back. Krishna is ever present, always. I respect you as a Christian, but I've been around a long time. I have come by my place, as it's not beliefs any longer. I'm letting beliefs go little by little by little for a long time. And remember, I have emerged from a childhood steeped in Christianity, going to a Catholic school. So the place I'm at now honors, respects, and loves Jesus, but I don't need to be a Christian. Remember, Jesus wasn't a Christian. Jesus was Jesus. Also remember that Christian, Jesus Christ, Christ is actually a title. It's a Greek title, Christos, the anointed one. And that we're not getting the entire truth biblically, which has been translated and retranslated many different languages, with some things admitted, some things added. So it's great that you have that, but it doesn't have to be that way for everyone. And I always suggest for people who are adamant in their faith, open up and explore others. It doesn't mean that you have to let yours go, but an open heart changes everything. And you'll find that there's room for everyone, and your own strength will grow even stronger. It doesn't need to be put out there. It'll become a quiet faith. Quiet faith is the most powerful of all faiths. So, all right, guys, with that, Ardak says, see you guys soon. We'll be here. I'll be here. Banana Monkey says, wait a minute. Squirrel Sniper, and I knew Squirrel Sniper would have the answer. Greek tradition of the Exodus from Egypt, of the Danaan, and the fleets of sea crops. Then the fleet of Cadmus and the Phoenicians to Greece are older than the Old Testament books. Emperor says, thanks, Eric. You're welcome. So, everyone caught up? Anyone need anything? Banana Monkey, who do you want to talk to? You want to talk to Flower? You know what? Talking to Flower would be really, really good for you. Flower has a healing presence. She's a sweet person. She will give you good company. She'll give you good vibes. You'll be a better person hanging out and chatting with her. Squirrel Sniper says, makes you think. It certainly does. I'm going to be honest with you, Squirrel Sniper. Every conversation with you makes me think. Banana Monkey says, you said we can talk on Viber because you don't got Discord. So, I'm going to have to go in a minute. You guys decide what you're going to do. Are you able to Flower, you could share it really quick and then delete it. There ain't a lot of people. Hey, man, don't be slighting my live stream. What we lack for quantity, we make up for in quality. So, yep, you can share it, and then you can delete it real quick. Banana Monkey, I'm surprised you're not on Facebook. Hey, Night Watcher, I'm really glad. Two things. I'm really glad you're back. Three things. I'm really glad you're back. I'm really glad you're safe and feeling better. I'm also really glad you're reaching out to Flower. All of those are good things, my friend. Through our conversations, through your presence here on my channel and live stream, you've become a very important person to me, and I would most certainly hate for anything bad to happen to you. Man, you guys are just full of insults for me today. Flower slights my lack of participants. The Banana Monkey says he's not an old person, doesn't have Facebook. All right, so does everyone have all the information? Everyone's all set. Flower says, hold up. Great, got it. Delete. All right. Good job, guys. Once again, even though our friend Night Watcher just insulted me and called me an old guy, and Flower says I have no viewers, even with all that, I appreciate you all being here. Come back in the evening if you want. If you got nothing better to do. Hey, I'm going to mention one last time, I am 6 watch hours away from 3,000. This conversation might have been the thing puts me over the top. Veronica says, Yogi, you look like a thumb yogi? Look like a thumb yogi or look like a thumb yogi? That I look like the thumb of a yogi? Man, what's with the insults, guys? I open my home to you. So are you guys set? Let's get the things deleted. I don't know if they stay up once I go off the air, but don't want to take any chances. Flower says, did you get my number? You guys all set? I got to run off. But Monkey says, I'll add you later. Copied both. Medic says, still here, lurking while I eat. I appreciate that. I'm gonna call it an afternoon. I'll be back. Flower says, see ya. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you being here. One more time, I'm going to say to our friend Night Watcher, I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm glad you're back. Don't be afraid to reach out to your friends when you need to. Medic says, take care, all. You don't want to get doxxed. That's true. Run off, leaving the stream. All right, guys. Take care. I'll see everyone later.